Good evening, all.
Huh. Oh, wait.
Hope I'm visible and my voice is audible. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So let's start without any delay. And yeah, from last session onwards, we were no like discussing about the corporate etiquettes. So how a professional has to know like behave in or know like exert a behavior, show the respect and the coercion and the coordination with the colleagues and superiors and subordinates. So let's continue. So in our last session, we saw about what is an etiquette and what is a corporate etiquette and why there is a need for an etiquette and why a professional has to follow a business etiquette. So, what makes the business professional to know like take up a quality of following the etiquettes, so that no like the professional is no like seen with respect and no like everyone believes in that professional, that is believes in that person and uh, pay respect to that person and no like accept whatever the person says and like they are ready to coordinate with the person. So these are the benefits no like a professional would get when the person is no like following proper business etiquettes. So we saw few basic etiquettes, that is no like be on time, whether it's no like the more checking into your office in the morning timing and no like starting a project work and informing the superiors, reporting to your superiors or no passing the information from the other level of management to the subordinates. So whatever it is, or no like be it a meeting. So whatever it is, be on time and recognize your team. So you have to know like who are your team members, what are their like skills and abilities, their strengths and weaknesses, and wherever like it is necessary, you should like appreciate your team members and make sure you're giving constructive criticism if a team member is not performing up to the standards. Let it be the constructive criticism and don't ever like tease your team members in a meeting, in a professional meeting, or no like don't utter any words no like which personally or professionally hurts the team members, and then dress appropriately. So whether it is for meeting or for no like any uh even it can be a casual meeting no like with any of the stakeholders, but it would be a business talk. So even for those kind of meetings no like always wear a proper business attire, and especially when attending interviews and no when attending board meetings or no when conducting meeting with your no like team members and superiors, or when you're attending meeting. So whatever it is, so always follow a proper dress code and respect shared spaces. So officially as well as virtually, you'll be sharing spaces with your colleagues. So make sure you're not leaving any junk over there. No, like don't leave any junk, whether it be no like a tissue paper, no like after the board meeting is over. So whatever, no like you might be no like served with any beverages or you might be served with no like any snacks. So So don't know like leave any leftover there. So behave very professionally, and especially when it is a virtual workplace. So don't share any unwanted files, even if you have no like uploaded any files which is not necessary for no like a professional process. Make sure you're removing those files. And if you have no like have posted a file or shared a file no which is half done, so inform your colleagues that this file has to be no like it is yet no, still there is more to be done. So that's why no you have left that file in that virtual space. So these are the etiquettes you should follow. And build emotional intelligence. So always deal with all the business workflow and no events with an emotional intelligence, but especially when handling conflicts. So when it is a conflict between two team members, or between the two levels of management, or whatever it is between you and the management, or you and your subordinates, whatever it is. So always know like behave with no like with emotional intelligence. So analyze the situation, and do a research before no like starting of any conversation. So do conduct analysis, self analysis, whether it's your mistake or it's other person's mistake, and know like what caused the situation, and why things were no like were have gone out of control, and what is the actual reason behind it. So how this can be controlled, and know how things can be mended, the relationships, business relationships can be mended. So always deal all the events in the professional network with emotional intelligence. So what workplace attire and grooming? Yeah, so you should always go with a proper dress code, especially like the grooming part, and be neatly dressed, and like properly combed. So wear the proper attire. So groom yourself with like proper accessories and attires. Don't wear unwanted accessories, like which looks gaudy, and which like spoils the business mood. And accessories, be very cautious about like what you're wearing as your accessories. Then how to go with like proper the etiquettes to be followed while going with like introduction and like handshakes. So go for like a firm handshake, and like be like have an eye contact with the listener or with the speaker, and always have a professional smile like maintained throughout the conversation. And how to go with the communication in general, not especially like a telephonic conversation, or like a virtual meeting. So communication is like it's in general context. So first one is active listening. Listen carefully, listen completely when the speaker speaks. So grasp everything whatever the speaker speaks, and then like go on with like asking for doubts, and like giving ideas and suggestions on it. Then always speak in a respectful tone. uh, don't know like have a tone which like which sounds like a show off. Even though if you know everything, don't go for it. So even if you are not speaking to your subordinates, even though you know all the process from A to Z, don't speak as if like the whole office is like running in your hands. So always have a respectful tone, because all you require is that is all a professional workplace requires things being understood by the receiver. So that has to be the only objective of your communication. And now, like, have a clarity and conciseness while communicating. Be very clear of what you're speaking and straight to the point. And always know, like, get a feedback from the listeners. And you give a feedback to your speaker. So if you are a listener, so always give a feedback, even if your listener don't ask for it. And as well as if you are a speaker, so once you have completed your talking, communicating, so always ask for a feedback, so that now you will come to understand whether you have delivered the message properly, completely, and precisely to the listeners. And in workplace, you have to know like behave very professionally. So first thing, time maintenance, be punctual in everything. So go for teamwork. So few will be like few will be a kind of like introverts. They'll be excellent in working, they'll be like exceptionally doing good, but they like to work as like individual. That is like they don't get themselves involved in teams, because like they are not very happy, or they are not very, like comfortable working with other colleagues and like other team members. So few of the working professionals would like to like work in solidarity. So that is also fine, but like when it is required, so teamwork like it always wins, because it saves time. And conflict resolution has to be dealt with emotional intelligence, and always like speak with, or like act with like confidentiality. And dining etiquettes, especially like dining in not the sense you will be called for like a breakfast, like along with a meeting. Not in that context, but like while having official meetings, obviously you will be served with like snacks or beverages. So that can also be can be mentioned as like a dining experience, a professional dining or a business dining experience. So while like having such kind of a dining experience, so make sure you're like behaving professionally, especially when you're handling the plates or the forks or the spoons. Like don't make unwanted sounds, and like the clinking sounds. And mute your mobiles, or lower the tone of your mobiles. And have a good conversation. Take part in the conversation. That is more important, because like just by like sitting the whole the to the throughout the meeting, if you're just like sitting idly, sitting and like listening what the speaker says, and coming out of the business the meeting room, so that's not going to be very fruitful. So always be participative in the meeting, ask for doubts, and like you can you can finally emphasize like few things, even though after the speaker has completed the speech, you can emphasize whatever the speaker has said, so that like you yourself understand it better, and you can make your team members also understand it in a better way. And well, like going for networking and events. So professionally, you will be called for an event, or no, your organization will be conducting an event or a networking meeting. So whatever it is, so behave very professionally. And well, introducing yourself with your with the other like stakeholders. So go with proper introductions. Exchange name cards, or when you're introducing yourself, always like uh, give a complete introduction about yourself. There is like your say with your designation, your responsibilities, in a very simple and precise way. So don't give like a detailed description of what are your roles and responsibilities. It can be very simple, and it can be very precise. And have a good conversation. Will it be a genuine conversation? Don't build up things, and don't speak unwantedly, which is like very unprofessional. And especially don't speak any don't have any personal talks in your first meeting. So even though the speaker is trying to know you start a personal discussion, so okay, you belong to the city, so I come from the same city. So this is a kind of like personal know to her, knowing better. So don't go for like too much personal sharing and too much personal information share. So always like have a professional conversation. Then finally, do a follow. Follow up in the sense, like you can thank them for like attending the event. You can just send a hi message and say it has been grateful, or it has been like wonderful speaking with you at the event. So hopefully we will like meet you again. So this kind of conversations, this kind of follow up mails or messages will like keep you will make you very dynamic in the workplace. And coming to meeting etiquettes, we have seen, like how to go with the meeting etiquettes. So anyhow, I'll just like give a quick recap. So avoid swear words and vulgar references. So always be professional. Poor communicating skill is not professional. There is like give a complete communication. So don't just go with giving back answers with in one word. There is no yes, no, so this is not required. This is not enough actually, like in business meetings. So if it is a yes, say, give a proper acknowledgement to them. Give a proper reason, why you're saying yes for it. And if there is a no from your side, so go with the proper, give a like a complete, genuine reason, why you're saying no for it. And be participative, be attentive, ask questions and clear doubts. So So these are the most important things. So just don't be idle in the meetings. So be very participative. It means that you're attentive in the meeting. So you will catch the eyes of the speaker. They will understand that you're very, you're trying to grasp things by asking doubts and needing, getting clarifications from the speaker's side. And avoid unprofessional jokes. Don't unwantedly crack jokes during the meetings, and don't interrupt without asking permission. So this happens in most cases, even I have noticed when business meetings are happening, when team leaders or the managers conduct the meetings. So when he's the or the person is no the when the leader is no the speaker is no in the flow, when the speaker is on the flow, so suddenly someone interrupts and ask more doubts in between, and spoils the whole mood. So that is very unprofessional. So you just you can raise your hands and you can say yes, I have a doubt. And if the speaker permits you to speak, then you can clear your doubts on that particular moment. Or else you can wait till the speaker completes the sentence. Once he has complete the sentence, then or then you can ask your doubts. Turn off your cell phone ringer, except voicemail and text messaging only. So, no, it's always better to turn off your cell phone ringer. There is no mute your cell phones. No, keep it in either in vibrate mode or no, accept only voicemail or no, accept only text messages. And whoever gets to the door first should open it and hold for others who are following. This is a basic ethics now we usually follow. Okay, coming to email etiquette, this we have seen how to know go with the email etiquette. So always know have a subject line for the email, and because by seeing the subject line, the person will understand what is the whole context of the email, and know always mention the date in the subject line. So mention the date and regarding the matter what you're going to convey. So have a date, have references in the subject line, and now start with a good greeting, professional greeting, and always end with your signature. So before sending the email, you have to know go with a proofreading. So even though you know that very well know that no, you have mentioned all the points without any any doubt, you know very well. So you have mentioned all the points, pinpointed everything you want to convey. So after not doing with everything, have to proofread before sending it. Sometimes no, after sending it, we might be thinking no, oh I have missed this point, or okay I have missed that point. So what I usually do is no, while sending business emails, I used to send at least 20 to 25 business emails and receive around no uh, more than 30 business emails no on a day-to-day basis. So while sending emails to respective persons no for to different institutions or to different no professionals, what I do is I first make the points no in bullets. So I will know jot down type down the points no in bullets. Then I will know go with briefing no each and every point. That's what I do because no makes me remember all the things I want to convey, and then be polite and professional. So even if you're no or very much frustrated or angry with a particular context, you want to know convey your anger. Be very choosy in your words. So be very cautious in the words you're using in your email because uh, these words using words without consciousness in the emails or in any kind of communication will have a bad reputation about you. So always go with the choose your words, choose the vocabulary accordingly. So now you have many supporting portals or supporting websites for sending professional emails. So like ChatGPT or Bing or whatever it is. You can even get help from those AI tools, AI applications. So go for a professional one, even if you want to vent out your anger or show your frustration, or you're not happy with something, you want to convey that through email or through any other means of communication. So choose the words very consciously. Respond in a timely manner. Don't delay anything. There is no especially when it is an email conversation or a phone conversation. So if you say I'll get back to you, make sure you're getting back to that person within 24 hours. And even if the process is getting delayed, you can just uh, send a message to that person or to the concerned party that no like you're working on those things, so you will get no like it will take another a day or a two to know like give the information. So keep in touch with the sender, keep in touch with the person no you're conveying the message, and keep it brief. Don't make it no like too long. Keep it brief. Then telephone etiquettes. So promptness. Answer calls promptly, identify yourself and your company, and be mindful of time. So don't drag the communication. Be very precise. Be very prompt. Be very prompting, and have a professionalism. No, like use a clear and calm voice. Speak slowly, and no, like communicate and pronunciate very clearly, and avoid any other distractions. This usually happens because no, when we are attending, whether it be professional calls or a personal calls, some people, somebody close to us like will be sitting beside us, and they will be like trying to like prompt something to us. So we will be in a confusion whether to follow them or to follow the person who is on the line. So like you can either ask the person who's on the line to hold on for a minute, speak with the person who's prompting you, and you can have get all the details, what that person wants to convey. Then you can communicate that to the person who is on the phone. Or otherwise, what you can do is you can ask the person who is prompting you to wait for like some time. There is no like use your non-verbal communication by showing your hands or any other means. You can like ask them to like stop for a minute. Don't there is no like ask them to stop like disturbing you, and you can speak with the person over the phone. Then you can like ask time with the person over the phone. Just for please wait for a minute or give me a second. Then like speak with that person. So in either way like you can do it. But when you're speaking over the phone, you're allowing the other person prompting you, the whole conversation will get disturbed. And voicemail. Leave a no when the person is not available on the other end, when you're not calling up the person. So most of the cases, you'll be leaving a voicemail if that person has activated the voicemail. In that case, leave a clear and concise message. Include your name, company, phone number, and reason for calling. Why you have called, and from where are you calling, your complete name and everything. If that person is already having your number, that is, that person has already saved your number, in that case, you can just remind that person, no, like this is the Lavanya calling, or this Lavanya's message. So in that way, you can communicate. So call ending. So end the call very politely. So you can now say that no, like hope I have no like communicated everything. Hope I have you have understood. Or no, like if you have any doubts, you can no like ask me. So in that way, no, end the communication very politely and confirm the next steps. That is no like what you are going to do after the conversation, after the no like the call has been disconnected. What will be your no like task no which will be done by you. So you can no inform that person in advance itself. You can say that no like okay, so thank you so much. So I'll be working on it within a 24 hours, or no like I'll see to that no like make sure no this is happening, or I'll be sending all the information in another 1 or 2 days. So you can end the call in this way. Okay, so a detailed information about like how to go with like phone etiquettes. Don't call unannounced. So this you don't really usually don't have to like follow always, because like usually we do calls whenever it is, we don't ask permission from any person when we are making calls. Someone has not muted the, who is it? Asghar Ali. Mr. Asghar Ali, can you mute your audio? Mr. Asghar Ali, can you mute your audio? Um, Mr. Asghar Ali, please mute your audio. So this is, like quite, a disturbing factor while we are on a virtual meeting or on a, like a virtual classroom. So fine. So as long as like the sound is not like too much. Okay. So don't call unannounced, especially when you're calling people in top level. So there it's applicable. Or when you're calling the people, when you're calling any professional who is like very busy, it's very hard to reach them. In those cases, you can inform them you're going to call exactly by this time and like ask them to spare some time, have some time to speak with you. So you can either like send the information by email in advance or send it as a text message or whatever way is possible or inform the secretary for that person. You can convey the message to this person's secretary or no assistant manager or whatever it is. So this is applicable whenever you're going to call and speak with a person who is at the top management or a person who is like very busy with like the professional works. And use reasonable tone and clarity. So again, here comes the so don't go with like high tone or don't go with like very lower tone. Go with a reasonable tone. Deliver messages promptly. Go for a prompt fully like use the messages. So again, like whatever you want to communicate, jot down the points. So this like these things I want to communicate. So in this way you will not be forgetting any points, whatever you want to convey. So note down the points you're going to know you want to discuss with the other person over the phone. So discuss all the points. Have time limitation. Don't keep on stretching the conversation. Have time limitation for speaking about each and every term or each and every point. So you can fix it. Like about this point maximum 1.5 minute. About this point maximum 2 minutes. In this way you can fix up the time limits and you can end the call maximum within like 3 to 4 minutes and create a professional voicemail. Usually if there is a sudden voicemail message you will be wondering like suddenly what to speak, what to know, how to deliver the message. So always have a professional voicemail. So you can either create it, that is write it, and like you can by heart it if necessary. Because if you are a person who's frequently calling other person like over the phone and for communication purpose, so you can have a professional voicemail setup. So you can use the same voicemail message for each and every person you're calling. Make changes accordingly. You can say Mr. or Miss or whatever it is. No few changes you can make it accordingly. So etiquette for virtual meetings and calls. First one, appearance. So dress professionally. Even it's a virtual meeting, ensure a neat and tidy background. Then technology. Test your technology beforehand. Ensure a static internet connection, stable internet connection, and working audio and video. So these things has to be perfect. And mute. Again, mute microphone when not speaking to avoid background noise. Use the chat feature for non-essential comments and attentiveness. But if you want few things to be like clarified then and there, then you always have a like a choice to like raise your hands and raise your virtual hand, or you want to convey something like there are many ways in virtual meetings. So sometimes the person will be very busy in speaking, so that like that person will not be having a time to check for the chat messages. It's very difficult now while going on a flow. Even for me, if you have sent a chat message here, it's very difficult for me to like frequently check the chat messages. I don't do it usually. So always like I always whichever online classes I'm taking, I always ask the learners like the other listeners to raise their virtual hand, so that like I can understand, okay, they are there for speaking something, they want to clarify something like then and there itself. Okay, finally, attentiveness. Be present, be engaged, and avoid multitasking or distraction during the call. This is the thing most of us do. Not only the learners, even no, sometimes I too learn something. That is no, I am also no like learning some know something no from through no a virtual no like virtual meeting or no through virtual what do you say? No, there are many online courses available, right? So I'm also a learner. So sometimes, no, when the other person is speaking, when the speaker is no like coming up with few terms, no. So most of us, what we do is we do multitasking. That is no one time we will be seeing here and there will be speaking with some other person, and the other person over there, or no like our close ones will be passing here and there, so here and there, and no like in that case, no like what happens is we forget to uh, get the extract of what the speaker is speaking of. So always no like avoid multitasking. Don't speak with anyone no like next to you. Ask them to please no uh not communicate with you when no like when you're taking the calls, or when you're no attending the meeting. So this always no like distracts you. So use non-verbal cues to show you're listening. This is more and more important. You should always know use non-verbal cues. So how do you show this is you can know like nod, or you can raise your hand to know ask doubts, and you can know you want to know like emphasize something, you can know to do it. So in this case you can know go with it. So again, mute yourself and engage with your body. Don't interrupt. Show your presence. So this is more important. Many of you know, like I have seen, you have always said, no, like shut down your videos. What you do is, you will unmute yourself, but shut down your videos. This should be the opposite way. You should mute your voice, mute your audio, and you should be, showing yourself, in the video. You should be showing yourself. That is not happening actually. So you should show your presence. So why? Because it makes a speaker difficult to understand whether you're actually present and attentive. I don't know what you're doing right now, whether you're actively listening to my sessions, or you're doing something on the other hand, or you're multitasking with some other thing. So I have no idea. So why we have to do it? No, the second point is enabling the camera and showing your presence will make the meeting dynamic and virtually neat. So that looks like very attractive, virtually neat and everything. Seeing everybody online and speaking with them, seeing your face and interacting, So that is like more better for any speaker. So without knowing who is on the other side, if a speaker is speaking, like that's like like just speaking with the machine in front of you. So engage with your body. So you can show your presence again. You shouldn't be too relaxed in your seat, or be very attentive, be very professional when in your sitting posture, while showing off your face and everything. Be very professional. And don't interrupt. Interrupting someone on a video call can be especially disruptive. Technology can't always keep up, and multiple people trying to speak on a video call, it's very much disruptive. The total, the environment, the class session environment gets disturbed. Dress appropriately, even if it, even it is a work from home for you, or even if you're attending a meeting at your comfort. So whatever it is, be very, be dressed, appropriate. Uh, Many of us, don't do this. Not many of us, especially when I have seen, when, I'm taking sessions for during COVID times, when I was taking sessions for my, MBA students and no logistics students, I usually see, they're very casual in their dresses. So don't be like that. So be very professional. Dress appropriately, even if it is a virtual meeting. Okay. Then coming back to the workplace, there are no many breaches of office etiquettes, happening here and there. You can know see it in most of the organizations. You can even take an example of your own organization where you're working with, and or you can uh, identify these breaches. You can see these breaches, no, like sometimes it may be, no, from your colleagues with your, no, like team members, you may see it. The first one is untidy workplace and bad hygiene. So untidy workplace. So your bay, that is the area, your like your table and chair, no, like let it be neatly arranged. So even if you have no like files after files or no papers after papers to work with, so always keep your place, the working place, neat and tidy. At least after your work is done for that day, before you know, like log out, before you go out of the office, make sure your workplace is no like neat and tidy. Discard all the no like the junks or all the papers which is no like not useful thereafter. There is no like half printed papers, one side printed, two-side printed papers with lot of mistakes. So anyhow, that is not going to help anyone, right? So it's no, you're not going to use that again and again. And no used paper tissues, whatever it is, no, like keep your place very neat and tidy before you leave the office. And bad hygiene. Bad hygiene in the sense, no, like not only your bay area, but no, the even when you're using the washrooms, make sure no, you have no like you're not hygienically using the washrooms, because no, how you will feel when the other person has not hygienically used it. So have that in mind. So whenever you use the washroom, be very hygienically, no, like behave hygiene. And wastefulness with resources, that is office resources, like let it be the stapler pins, or let it be the gem clips, or let it be the systems, or let it be the the chairs, tables, or whatever. So all these are resources of the organization. So don't waste those things, the papers, printing papers, or the printers, whatever it is, no, don't waste it. Even the electricity for that matter. So if you're given a room, so when you're not stepping out of your office room, make sure you're switching off all the lights, AC units, and fans when you come out of your room. And no, arrange your chair very neatly, like very close to your desk. So let it be, like very neat. Unauthorized use of office spaces and resources. Don't use your office space, like in an inappropriate way. And if there is no like some bay or something where no like when professionals or no like restricted have restricted entry, don't try to no like enter into that bay. So always no like have that no I'll always follow the rules, and no like the rules and the norms, no, whichever the management tells you to follow. Then receiving friends and known ones inside the office premises without management's consent. So this is also a breach in the office etiquette. Inviting your friends to your office inside the premises without the management's consent. That is no like taking them near to your desk, near to your workplace, showing them your systems, showing them your office area. It can be done, but get proper approval. So this is no like these things you have to follow. And because of no like etiquette dysfunction, reasons for firing the employees would be using bad languages. If a person is no like if a professional is found that no like frequently that person is using a bad language, so obviously that no like gets elevated to the top management, and that person would be fired. Excessive workplace gossip. Don't waste your time in no like gossiping always. There is always no like things to gossip on, always, no, like wherever it is, whether it is an office space, or whether no like it be our friends, or whether if it is no like our home space, wherever it is, there is always a room for gossip. But don't indulge yourself in too much gossip. So have some limitation. Drinking or drug intake on the job, this is seriously offensive, and you'll be punished for that. That is no, you'll be fired for. Teasing, harassing other gender employees. So again, it's not like a serious crime, so you shouldn't be doing it. Too many personal calls. So if management notices or your superior notices that you're making too much personal calls, no, like by postponing your work, obviously you'll be warned initially. If it is continuing, you'll be terminated. Frequent postponing of important works. So if you're postponing things, no, like in your official things, no, like keeping on postponing it, procrastinating it for later, later and later. So obviously the things won't get completed on time. So obviously you'll be like punished for that. Disrespect towards superiors and colleagues. So this usually don't happen. Maybe like one or two persons in the office, they behave in a very like a rude and unprofessional manner. Even the smallest things, like they make it as a like a big issue, and they feel like fighting for the country. So be very choosy, be very choosy with your, the words you're uttering, the body language you're exerting and everything. Even if it is a fight or even if it is like a verbal conflict, always maintain a professionalism in that. So there are many do's and don'ts at workplace. Never adopt a casual attitude at work. Don't be very casual in your work, even though you know the process very well. You're like working in the same space, or you're like working with the same task and everything for 10, 15 years, 25 years. You're an expert in that. Don't follow a casual attitude. So always have a professional attitude. Don't peep into others' cubicles and workstations. And put your hand phone in the silent or vibrating mode at the workplace. And don't open anyone else's notepad registers or files without their permission. And it is bad manners to sneeze or cough in public without covering your mouth. And popping chewing gums in front of co-workers is simply not expected out of a professional. Uh, Even though if your colleagues don't mind about you chewing a gum when you're in the office space, it doesn't, no, it professionally doesn't look good. So it like it creates a bad impression on you. So don't do it. And stay away from nasty politics. So if a person or a group of like professionals always like makes politics and like always go on gossiping, like stay away from them. So once in a while you can like find, that's fine, but if it is a routine practice, stay away from them. Don't make like don't indulge yourself with that group. Keep your workstations clean and tidy. Never criticize or make fun of any of your colleagues. So you can make fun, but only up to a certain limit. If that person is okay with it, if the other person is okay with it, yeah, you can make fun, you can make comments to up to only a certain limit, but don't go beyond that. So never attend meetings or seminars without a notepad and pen. So always like have a notepad and a pen. Sometimes in meetings, uh, the arrangers will be like providing you with a notepad and a pen. In that case, that's fine. Or otherwise, like you always take your notepad and pen. Nowadays, there is a thing that you can like take notes in your mobile itself. That is an option. Few organizations like they have come up with that, because to avoid using like paper, to avoid like to maintain sustainability factor. So nowadays organizations encourage their employees to take notes in their mobile itself. You have that notes application, right, in your mobile, so you can take notes in that. Then pass on information to all related recipients in the desired form. So whichever form the management is asking you to do it. If it is the email, through email you have to communicate, make sure you're communicating by email. Or if it is like even if that is like the closest colleague, don't like go with a word of mouth. Don't go with that. If it is, it has to be professional. Yes, Miss Anjali, you want to say something? I see that Miss Anjali has raised her hands. So, yes, you want to say something? Okay, fine. We can continue, Miss Anjali. You can unmute and speak, or we can go with the session. Fine, let me continue. Yes. Reach office on time. Not only for office, like whether it's a meeting or whether it's like any other a team meeting or like a management meeting or whatever it is. So reach on time. Or you're going to meet someone outside the workplace, but for professional purpose, business purpose, be on time. No organization likes to have a shabbily dressed employee. Dress neatly. Never wear revealing clothes to work. Be very cautious about it. And don't wear no like heavy jewelry. Body piercing and tattoo are a strict no at the workplace. Only few organizations are okay with it. Because they what they see is no like at the end of the day what they see is the result. They don't worry about no however you dress or whatever tattoo you have here, or no like whatever accessories you wear. No like usually one or two organizations, hardly few organizations. No, they don't care about no like what you are actually what you are. So, but in most cases, most of the companies, most of the organizations want their employees to be professionally dressed. So, be very careful about it. And don't pass lewd comments to any of your fellow workers. Take care of your pitch and tone at the workplace. Never shout on anyone or use foul words. Usually, professionals don't do it, but somehow, sometimes, no, like out of control or out of anger, in one or two cases, no, it happens. It is unprofessional to lash out at others under pressure. Stay calm and think rationally. So we have come to the end of the session. If you have any doubts, you can ask now. Okay, so all we have seen is no like the topic is all about corporate etiquette and image management. So for last week and no this week we have seen about no like corporate etiquettes, and our next session, that is for next week, it would be no like image management. And see, corporate etiquettes, it can be seen in two different ways, from employees' point of view and from management's point of view. Even management has to have a corporate etiquette while conducting meetings, while conducting interviews, while speaking to their subordinates, and while no like going up with no like fixing targets for their employees, or no fixing up the goals and objectives for their organizations, or while dealing with the stakeholders. It is no like even the management do has to follow some corporate etiquettes. And again, image management, it can be seen in no like two ways. That is, one is from employee point of view, and know how an employee can maintain an image, no like image of no like himself or herself. So in that way, no, like we can take the content. And on the other hand, from business point of view, from management's point of view, how an organization can know, like establish their image in the industry. So how they can manage their image or manage their reputation in the industry, in the eyes of the stakeholders. So as of now, we have seen how you have to have a etiquette while you're working for corporates or while working for any organization for that matter, but that's completely through employees' point of view. How an employee should behave, what kind of etiquettes an employee should be having. Okay, so our next session for next week would be image management. Again, I'm going to know like take that in the context of an employee's point of view. Clear? So I'll be here for no like 2 to 3 minutes. I'll be no like available online. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Anjali has raised her hands, but no like she was not speaking. Maybe my mistake. No like she has raised her hands. That's fine. Okay, so Anjali don't have anything to discuss. Okay, fine. Fine, Anjali, that's okay. Fine.
Hi, ma'am. I have a question.
Yes.
This is Sumi. I have a question about etiquette for networking and events. can you just describe me
Okay.
that etiquette for a networking means is it online networking or any other networking?
It can be anything. See, networking usually happens no when there is a seminar happening for business professionals. So you would be like having a chance to meet employees or business professionals from other industry or from other company, and it can be your competitors' companies as well. They can be from your competitors' company, or they can be from other industry as well. Think about the award ceremony for best business organizations or for best business owners. So it's kind of networking. You will be like having a chance to see and communicate with other business professionals from other industries as well. So while on that meeting, when you're meeting other persons, other business professionals, so how you have to maintain some etiquettes, how you have to exert some etiquettes. So that is what it's all about.
Okay, ma'am. So at that time we need to carry our name cards with us.
If you have a name card, please carry.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
And
Thank
if
you
your
so much.
organization allows it, not every organization will allow their employees to have a name card, but if your organization allows you to have a name card, so always carry a name, have name cards and always carry your name cards.
Okay, I understand. Understand. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, that's fine, Anjali. It's fine. Okay, so we will meet next week. Bye.